gone.
Okay.
So this question goes out to Zach. How did you feel before you hit the stage for the first time again as Paramore?
I'm Parahoy or as Paramore?
As Paramore.
Oh, okay. Still don't know if you said Parahoy or Paramore.
Paramore.
Okay,
Our
I'm
first
so
show
sorry.
back
I just
together.
I'd have to know what I'm answering. We were at the backstage at the Exit Inn, and in Nashville, vegan Nashville, and I had a dream when I left the band. Taylor called me and was like, dude, our drummer can't make it, you have to come play the show right now. And I was like, I can't. But I was backstage with an iPod in my ear, and then you fast forward to the Exit Inn, and I looked at my phone, and I was looking at, just making sure I remembered everything, and that dream came true. Only the dream was really, really stressful. The show was it was really remarkable. So I felt scared, but kind of like, oh yeah, I know how to do this kind of thing. Sorry if that answer's really bad.
No, it's not. It's truth.
Yeah, great answer.
And then I found $20 after the show. Sick.
You danced a lot. We danced a lot before that show.
Oh yeah.
It was actually probably my favorite show that's ever happened.
It was cool.
It was cool.
It just felt right. It didn't wait. Did we lose another band member?
He probably had to go pee. He does that when we do Q&As. You look over and he's like, he's gone, but you just know that he's peeing.
We didn't tell you we're shooting Fake Happy Part 2, so yeah.
Good question.
Are you?
I'm gonna get the cameras. Yeah, I'm gonna get the cameras.
It's just me now.
Alright, see ya.
I have to get comfortable with this. Hey, thank you
fun.
so much.
You said you're taking steps to being on your own a little bit. I'm just gonna let you try it out. I'll just step off.
No, I hate it. I hate it already. I really loathe it. Look at his shorts. Look at your little shorts and your Victoria's Secret legs.
Don't point me out. Don't point me out. This is your moment. Everybody give it up for Haley on her own. Yay. So we have to wait for the next question before Taylor gets back?
It's okay. He'll come back.
No, we can go. We can go.
Guys pee fast. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Not me.
Jealous.
Sometimes it stings.
Zach.
What?
Hi, your shirt is cool.
Thank you, I did it myself.
You did?
Yes.
We should have made those kinds of. You guys make way cooler merch than we make. I'm just putting it out
Can
there.
you make about 400 of those
I don't know.
right now?
No, not right now because I have a question to ask.
Okay, go
It is
ahead.
really cool.
What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Letícia. I fui para São Paulo, Brasil.
Hey!
So my question for you guys is how or what is the process of putting together a set list for a show?
Oh.
It's a long process, full of anxiety. Well, Zach, we were putting together these set lists, and Taylor, so all of us kind of have roles, and Taylor's role is usually like musical director, and he's kind of like helping make sure everyone has their part.
Taylor York, everybody!
Taylor's here!
Speaking of the devil.
So that's kind of like what happens before we get to rehearsal. Everyone's sort of learning, maybe like new songs that we might be playing or whatever. And then we get there and, for instance, this time, Zach and I sat down with a sheet of paper, and he's so much better at just throwing songs down and not overthinking it. So that's usually the first step, and then I'll go through and I'll like really overthink it and be like, but what story are we telling with this set list? Like trying to like make sure it has, I don't know, I just overthink it. But it's a long process because we have 5 albums, so it's like you want to make sure, well, we want to be selfish sometimes, and we just want to play everything new, and then also we want to honor the whole journey, and when we're here, we just have to do that with you because it's so much fun to reminisce and be nostalgic about where we came from all together. So this one was particularly challenging because there was 2 sets, and the process was longer because it's like we want to make sure that we include something for everybody and still put on a dance party at the end of the night,
The question was how we put a set list together.
Yes.
I just saw the smallest toilet that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Just now?
Yeah.
Can you give
Did
us
you
the
make
size of it?
was like real. It was a real toilet.
No. It's like my size.
Yeah, it was insane. And anyway,
Is everything all good?
all good.
Everything's all good. Okay.
Have you guys ever seen a toilet that small? So that's normal?
It sounds like a nightmare. / it sounds comforting for my short legs. Okay.
That's how we do it.
That's okay.
Yeah, we have songs put in place. And then that's how I see it, and that doesn't work. And then Haley's like, no.
It does work. It actually helps so much. The first 2 sets that we wrote were Zach like jotting down everything, and pretty much all but like a few stayed the same. It's just I get so, I don't know, I overthink everything, but it works out in the end.
Yeah.
It works out.
Great question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much.
Only a couple more.
Hey.
Hey, what's your name?
My name is Courtney. People still call me Corn, and I'm from Long Island, New York.
Yeah.
Were you singing the other night?
I was.
She definitely
was. Tambourine
Killed it.
girl. Yeah, they got my tambourine over there. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's our tambourine.
That was a highlight.
We better
No,
hide
it's my
that.
friends. Please don't take it. I have to return that.
Oh.
Oh, gotcha.
She's renting it. All
I
right.
just think every tambourine's ours. Hey, that's mine.
All right. So you were all in your early teens when All We Know Is Falling was released. What would early teenage you think if they were able to listen to After Laughter? And do you think you would have liked it?
Whoa, that's a really tough question to answer. The part of me that listened to music that was written in the 80s, I think would have liked it, but I think at the time we were so concerned with being heavy and being cool, like being cool to the other bands that we liked, and we were young. We'd never written like an album before too, so this was like our first try, and we loved the idea of getting on stage and playing loud, and heavy music, and in fact I think we were a lot heavier before we wrote All We Know Is Falling. Like we liked Deftones, and we played in Taylor's basement. We would play really like Conspiracy was the first thing that we wrote, and that was kind of seemed like that was the direction, and then suddenly All We Know Is Falling happened. But I mean, I don't know that we would have liked it. I don't know if we would have been ready for it, maybe not. I'd like to think that we would, but
My older brothers would have shown it to me. I would have tried
yeah.
to like it, because they did, but I would have not liked it. It's weird.
I've still never heard it, so I can't, no comment.
I feel like what's cool about the last 2 records, when Taylor wrote the music for Still Into You, the first thing that I thought of was like Oingo Boingo and like a lot of new wave stuff, and then I wrote to it and was really scared of how poppy it sounded, because at first it didn't, to me the music was like, I don't know, I had different ideas. It was just very 80s to me, and I remember thinking like, wow, I can't believe this is us. Like I would have never thought we could do this or pull this off, or I like would have never liked it. And I felt the same way like every time I listened back to After Laughter, and when he did the vocoder parts for Hard Times, I remember thinking, holy cow, like this is our band. I would have never even dreamed I could love something this much. And I just think sometimes like you can't know who you're gonna be, because that might scare you. You just have to like grow into it, and then you realize how happy and good that is to be, to have gone through all of it and then end up kind of, because we're not done. Growing. You grow, you keep growing, and who knows what music might sound like, what we might look like, or you might look like, like you have pink hair today, and maybe 10 years from now, like who know, you never even know, and you might feel more like yourself then than you even feel right now. So that's what's like super hopeful to me about growing as an artist. We can always continue to grow and feel like we've arrived exactly where we're supposed to be at that time. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, great answer, Haley Williams. It's like looking at a photo of yourself 10 years ago I don't really know who that person is anymore. There's like a little bit of me that I recognize. So if I saw a picture of me 10 years from now, I'd probably be like, why do I look like that? So I probably wouldn't get it, but I would accept it and be like, cool, that's what it is. All good. Again, sorry if I'm really bad at these answers. I don't know what
There's
I'm
no
doing
wrong
in my
answer.
life. I actually need to talk to somebody about it. I don't know what I'm kidding.
Can you be his therapist?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Great questions. All right.